Okay, everybody, it's been about 11 minutes. So the cookies are done. I just took them out. They're sitting on top of the burners just to kind of set before I try to put them on my cooling rack. It's always a good idea to let them set for about a minute or so, just to let everything kind of settle in, and also to let the grease that or the fats that are in the cookie, like from the butter or Crisco or whatever you use for your baking, just have time to set for a little bit and start to bring that cookie back together again. Okay, so don't try to immediately take them right off of the pan, because A, they're not going to come off very easily, and they'll probably be kind of messy and they won't properly combine back together. So I do have some dough that's left over. I've gotten 3 dozen that are in the oven, and then this is the leftover. So what you can do, I can cook these off, which I'm probably going to cook them off because we have company coming over later. But I'm going to suggest also that if you would like to not cook up all of them ahead of time, say there's only just a couple of you that are living at home, or you only need to make a dozen or 2 for an event, this does make more than that. With the baller that I used, the cookies they're not big, they're normal size cookies. I've got 3 dozen there, and then I've got, let's see, another dozen. So 5 dozen cookies about is what it probably makes with that little, I think it's a 3/4 or 1 inch baller, melon baller cookie scoop, the regular cookie scoop. So if you want to make them a little bit bigger, of course it's going to make less. But a great idea to do is to pop these in the freezer. If you leave them uncovered, just like this, and you put them in the freezer for about 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes, then what you can do is take them out. They're partially frozen on the outside, just enough to handle. Put them in Ziploc freezer bags, and then label the bag, put the date on it, pop them back in the freezer. So then what you can do is a week later or a couple weeks later, when you want, I would like some cookies, take them out a couple hours in advance, take them out, put them on some parchment paper on a cookie sheet, let them set until they come to room temperature, and then pop them on your cookie sheet, cook them off, and you're good to go. So that's just kind of a hint. If you're looking for a quick and easy thing to do, make a bigger batch up ahead of time, or this is just one batch. If you wanted to double it and freeze a whole bunch of them, or make different kinds, like if you had raisins in some, chocolate chips in another, walnuts in another, and then you may have one batch where it has all 3. Just freeze them, label that bag on what they are, and you'll have cookies anytime you want. So that's a great kind of go-to there. So I'm going to set these off to the side, and these cookies, like I said, have been setting just for a couple of minutes while I've been chatting with you, and you can see these are just perfect. They have a lot of give still, but they are done for sure. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to scoop these out right onto the cookie sheet here, the cookie cooler. I love these baking racks that kind of stand up. They're kind of more of a freestanding ones, because I can really load the cookies on here, and you can stack them up, and you've just got all kinds of room to make tons and tons of cookies if you want. Now I'm going to break one of these open so you can see them. I'm just going to check these other ones real quick, because these are done as well. I've got them in massive quantities here. Like I said, we got company coming over later, so I said, hey, why not just make these oatmeal cookies? Now, I do have to tell you that I wish that our dear friends Ronnie and Ginger were coming. We miss you guys so much, and these smell so amazing. Ronnie, you need smell-o-vision on your TV, so chime in. Lots of hearts. Love you. He's probably getting ready to go on tour with Charlie somewhere. So Ronnie Miller plays for Charlie Pride. He's a steel guitarist, and he is just amazing. So I'm going to break these open. You can see the raisins inside. They're just perfect. They're still warm. Oh, and the smell of the cinnamon and molasses just are incorporating with the smell of the cooked raisins. It's the perfect time to cook these in the winter. So I hope you've learned something a little new. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please subscribe. like it and share it with your friends, and stay tuned for the next one. Have a great day, everybody.